Hi painters, welcome to another week. Let's go. So this week, as usual, we are going to sketch 5 new prompts. We do have a sketch check later this week, so be prepared to turn those in. And we'll also have an artist spotlight as well at the end of the week. This week we are starting our final exam or our final project. So I don't give a formal test. This semester, I'll just grade you guys on a final project, which will be sort of a test. I'll explain that in a minute. To those of us who are new here, this is our sketches. And this is our Freaky Friday. How to do those. They're the same every single week, every single day, which I love. And then we get into our final project. So your final project or your final exam is going to be finding a way to incorporate a technique, a painting technique that we've already learned before, and putting it into something practical, like a movie poster, for example. And so you are going to pick a technique we've already learned that could be anything from mingled galaxy washes or a flat wash, doing a simple color top to bottom all the same. You could do negative space, and so that was last week, going in layers, getting lighter in the beginning and then going darker, darker, darker. Or you could do a texture, and so plastic wrap or rubbing alcohol or salt. And so there's a lot of different things that we've learned other than just painting with watercolor. We've learned to really embrace the paint and what it can do, doing funky things with it that give us different things. So now is the actual trick. Can we take something that we learned in class and actually put it on something that Mrs. Williams isn't really directing you on? So can you find a poster that could fit a technique and then to paint that poster? So I've given you some examples down here in the slide that you can look at. Whether that's rubbing alcohols in this avatar poster for these freckles, knowing that when the rubbing alcohol hits the paint, it creates that white or lighter dots that could be so easy to create those freckles. Or the negative space for the water layers. See how it's like really, really bright near the shark and then it gets darker and darker the further away in the shadow we get. Or these crackly sparks or flames could be easily done in plastic wrap. So anyway, this week, first, what you're going to do, I do have a worksheet, a very, very boring worksheet that I want you to complete in Google Classroom. It'll ask you to copy and paste the image that you're using for your poster. It'll ask you what technique you're going to use. I want to know now rather than you waiting until the Thursday before it's due and then just throwing paint around. I want to see that you're putting thought into it. So this worksheet will take up probably Monday through Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I want you to begin really working on your project. If you have time, what I would do is I would start by taping the borders as usual, and I would start by transferring your drawing. Now, this is good. When you transfer a drawing, you want it to be super light. So you can't see it, but I am well on my way to creating one of my favorite posters of all time, the Stranger Things poster. So the closer we get to the camera, there we go. We can barely see the drawing. That's about how light you want it before you start adding paint. So when you start transferring, make sure you erase it so it's light enough that it's not going to interfere with that lovely watercolor you're doing. All right, guys, good luck. I believe in you.